Well, that sucked. Hey, I'm not dead. You know, I know it's been a while. But I did warn you, as I did say I had the film project coming up. And as you can see, I'm in the truck. Right now I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm actually about over halfway through my trucking period before I start my next time off in my semi-retirement period. But I've not, you know, and I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but I'm fucked up. I came out, and as soon as I started coming out on the road last week, I was sick. I don't think it's COVID. I didn't have the massive body fatigue or any of those issues. Although some friends of mine back home have tested positive for COVID and are currently feeling like death. But for me, myself, it felt, I don't know, more like, I don't know, pneumonia. Not that that's much better. But, basically, I was having coughing fits ever since I've been out. And I still have them. They're becoming less frequent, which means I am getting better. But it's slow. It's been 5 days plus. And I'm slowly recovering, you know. Hopefully by the time I get back and have time off again, I can get back to normal, you know. So I haven't been making videos since I came out because I've been either driving, trying to sleep, or coughing, all of which are not good for making videos unless you're creepy and you like watching me sleep. You know, that's kind of where I've been. Prior to that, though, I did have the film project I worked on. I ended up working on one shoot because I had to pull out because I managed to fuck up my car driving back from that shoot. So my car has, like, it was 5 in the morning after the shoot. I was driving home and I didn't see that there was a big ass tire in the middle of the fucking road, and I went right over it in the Prius and it tore up the bottom of my car. So I elected to come out here and earn some money a bit early so that I can offset the cost of repair. So things have, you know, have been going well for me. So there's that. But, you know, that's just logistically speaking, my life has been fine. I've been to concerts. I went to see Metallica. You know, I've actually got more shows lined up that I'm going to see, assuming I'm not still dying. I don't care. If I'm still dying, I'm still going to see Rammstein, which is when I get back, I get to go see Rammstein. I bought that ticket 2 years ago, you know, and now they're finally getting around to, now that we figured out that, you know, it's, you know, this is our way of life now. We can go back to being human again. We don't have to wear fucking face diapers according to Susan anymore. I can even talk shit about it. You remember all those days where people were giving me shit because I said the science says the goddamn fucking masks don't work, and everybody was like, hey, yeah, Jesus, you know, you're a fucking idiot. They help me all the time. They wear them in hospitals. Of course they must work, you know. Never ruling out the fact that I got all the hospital-borne infections in the world going on, despite all of this mask-wearing bullshit. Never mind the fact that the mask-wearing bullshit was going on in nursing homes long before COVID, and guess what, you know? Where was the biggest problem there? No, but now it's okay. We can talk about it again, but all the people we banned and fucked over, you know, and persecuted and all that, we're gonna quietly say you can talk shit again. It's okay. Just talk some shit. But as far as the people we already banned, fuck them. Fuck them, because they didn't listen to us back then, so fuck them. You know, and sorry, I had to go on that little rant. because I just noticed that today, that they lifted that policy, and, you know, turns out masks only increased your chances of, you know, masks only decreased your chances of getting COVID by 1%. 1%. You know, oh, of course they did the relative risk fucking gorilla math that turns out, oh, it's a relative risk increase of 10%. But in terms of actual protection, you get 1%. And that's probably for people who spit a lot when they talk. Going through all of that, I'm living my life now. I'm really tired of the doom and gloom. One of the reasons you're seeing a lot less videos from me now is I'm trying to enjoy my life while we're still able to, you know. I mean, the doom and gloom on YouTube and on the news, you know, we're all going to starve to death, we're all going to eat the bugs, you know, there's not going to be anybody that has any fucking heat this winter. You know, I'm tired of it. I really am. I don't even want to pay attention to it for the sake of getting on here and being triggered and bitching about it, which some of you love. I'm just tired of it. I want to do more creative things. I want to enjoy my life. You know, nothing's going to come of it. Look, I'm fucking in my late 40s now. If I haven't made my mark on the world, and by the time I'm late 40s, it's probably not going to happen, people. You know, this channel isn't going to be a full-time gig ever. My music will be just something I do for pretty much my own entertainment, you know, because I enjoy doing it. That's basically what my life is now boiling down to, is doing activities I enjoy until I fucking die. You know, and isn't that what all our lives are, I guess? You know, I don't have the large, ambitious goals that I used to have. I'm just trying to enjoy what I got, while I got it, where I got it, you know, and so I've been distancing myself from doom and gloom. I've been just sitting down. I watch old movies, I watch documentaries, I watch, you know, true crime. I'm still a fan of true crime. So, you know, that's how I spend a lot of my free time now, you know. And this week while I was sick, all I did at the end of my driving shifts, which sometimes I would split up throughout the day, I'd take naps in the middle of the day, because my sleep has been so interrupted. Didn't help that I got the knock from fucking police this morning. Yeah, that's right. I was legally parked in a rest area. You know, and I had only woke up once in the middle of the night to have a coughing fit. And I had gotten back to sleep, and it was one of those really good sleeps, too. I was drooling. There was fucking drool on the side of my face and in my beard and shit. It's really great. You should fucking experience it. And, I get the knock, you know, and I had probably been up on a half-hour coughing about an hour before that, you know, so I was all, you know, wiping the drool off. I went up to my underwear, opened the thing up, and, you know, I was just like, all right, you know, and he's like, how you doing? I was like, I've been coughing a lot, but other than that, I'm great, you know, and he's like, well, I'm gonna have to ask you to move. And I'm like, but I'm legally parked. I'm in the rest area in a truck parking spot. I parallel parked there. You know, I wasn't out in the aisle or anything. I wasn't parked like a dickhead. However, there's a bunch of truck drivers out there that apparently don't understand that when a rest area or a truck stop is full, that means you have to go to the next rest area or truck stop. No, they're going to fuck, and you know, to be honest, I can't blame them, because the truck stops are shit shows after 5 p.m. on the East Coast. You know, if you're not in a fucking parking spot by 5 p.m., you ain't getting in a fucking parking spot. And then you get to watch the trucking fucking circus of people fucking getting pissed at each other, honking their horns, and fucking park. It's a big fucking nightmare. So I try and structure my day in a way where I don't have to be in the truck stops, especially at those times. So I choose rest areas over truck stops. Usually because they fill up later than the truck stop. They still fill up, and they still become shit shows. So a bunch of trucks had parked so that they were almost all the way out to the highway on the shoulder. So instead of asking the people that were illegally parked to move, he just decided to move everybody. Let's wake everybody up, because that's safe. Now, thankfully, I did 10 hours on my break, so I wasn't breaking any rules. I got up, I did my pre-tip, and I drove for a few hours, and I stopped somewhere else and took a nap. That being said, he was moving trucks that were legally parked. You know, and it's that kind of shit that made me, you know, that's why I don't want to be a full-time trucker. I don't want to be out here doing this all the time. Fuck that. Fuck it. You know, I'm just trying to live my best life. So I'll come out here, I'll do my week, maybe 2 weeks, and then I'll take my month off. And then rinse and repeat. Sometimes I might even do 3 weeks. Depends on how much fucking money I need. But that's my structure for at least the next couple of years till I fail my physical because I'm a fat, fucking unhealthy piece of shit. But for now, you know, that's my formula for the next couple of years so that I can enjoy a couple of years of semi-retirement. You know, because look, if you start reading into the doom and gloom, how much time we got? You know, am I going to sit here and bust my ass 70 hours a week to pile up all kinds of money just to watch it get pissed away by inflation and watch the however many thousands of 84,000 fucking IRS agents come and fucking take whatever money I earn? You know, I mean, is that what I want? You know, it's insane because when you're out here 70 hours a week, they take a huge amount of fucking money, and then they go give it to fucking whatever corporate bullshit they want to give it to, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to sweat and bust my ass and be uncomfortable and miserable for 70 hours a week so that Nancy Pelosi can go over to Taiwan and start a war with China. You know, these aren't fucking things that are on my list of shit to do. So, and I'm tired of watching it. I'm tired of listening to it. So you're probably tired of it. You should be thankful I haven't made videos. Because I haven't had to talk about this shit. You know? So, I'm kind of leaning towards doing some more, I don't know, creative work. Does that mean I won't pay attention to things? You know, it's hard to not see what's going on. It's hard to not get pissed off about things. So I'm not saying I'll never be triggered again. But I'm damn sure not going to fucking watch it every fucking day. And I'm not going to make videos about it every fucking day. You know, it's not worth it. Doesn't pay well enough either. You know, for that kind of stress and misery. So, you know, I'm just kind of living my best life. Fuck. And I'm sharing it as best as I can. You know, I'm trying to keep this channel alive. You know, it's on life support. You know. And for those of you, you know, who have emailed, some of you have donated too, and I appreciate that. It doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you for rewarding me for the work I have put in over the past 6-7 years on this channel, only to watch it die at the hands of Susan, you know, and YouTube's stupid algorithm, which they change on a whim to do stupid shit. You know, that pisses me off. You know, one of the reasons I'm shadow banned probably is because I talk about shit and I question things. That's my nature. It's not misinformation to ask the fucking question and to form an opinion. I've never stated my shit as fact. I'm saying it's what I think based on what I've seen. It's called opinion. It's, you know, you censor the opinion page. Well, you probably do, fuckers. You know, and just seeing that, you know, all the work I've put into the channel and not seeing it going anywhere has just reduced my motivation even further to spend time doing things that I enjoy, you know, as much as I can. And right now, that's been a very largely social thing. You know, yeah, I've been drinking again. Not now, but when I'm home and I'm partying with friends. I've been partying. I've been legit partying. You know, and why not? You know, if the world is going to end, I want to at least have had a good time with friends while, you know, while the end is coming. And a lot of people are just oblivious to this. You know, a lot of you do watch these daily events, but there's a whole subset of people out there who don't even know what the fuck's going on. They don't know about the economic collapse that's coming. They don't know about the food shortage. They know that their gas is insanely high price and that they're paying more for shit. But that's only because that's direct things. They're not following politics. They're not following fucking foreign shit. They're not following the war or any of that shit. No. They're watching Netflix and learning how to be woke. That's all that's going on. Alright? You know? And I love that all of these woke things are collapsing, too. That makes me happy. That gives me hope. That I could watch a new movie from time to time instead of just watching the shit that was from the pre-woke era. You know, back in my day, you know. So, you know, it's... So, as far as the channel, I don't know what I have to offer you, really. You know, I'm going to keep putting my music out as I do it. I haven't done that lately. You know, it's been collecting dust. I haven't made a new track in probably 3 weeks now. I think no, I take that back. I did dabble one day and pumped out a track, but it was shit, so it's, you know, it's not like I did anything good. But I'll get back to it. You know, I tend to go in cycles, and right now I've been on a filmmaker camera cycle because I'm getting work doing that for other people. I still would like to work for myself, don't get me wrong. I'd love to make just content for you guys and somehow make a living at that. But, you know, it's time to face reality here. That's just not how it's going to happen. The only living I'm going to make is in this fucking box. You know, that's where my money comes from. 90% of it. You know. I wish I could spend more time making creative videos, doing photography, doing music. And these are all things I'm passionate about and enjoy, but at the end of the day, I don't have time to do them all the time. You know, and to pour 70 plus hours a week into something like that and see it go nowhere, it does get old. You know, and to put all of this work and effort into getting better at creating, only to know that it's never going to go anywhere because you don't know the right people, or the algorithm doesn't let you, you know, or whatever, you know, or maybe you just suck, you know, which this could be the case too. I don't know. I can't blame Susan for everything. Yeah. But that being said, I know that there's zero chance. I don't care how good my fucking videos get, how much of a good job I do. I know there is zero chance that my channel will ever exceed even 11,000. Now watch. Some dickhead will flip a switch now that I said that. You know, I've been at the 10,400 fucking subscriber mark on this fucking thing for almost 4 years now. It's like they flipped the switch during the apocalypse and I got stuck here. And some people will say, well, it's because you suck. Well, maybe. Maybe. But I'm not the only one. There's people way bigger than me that watch their growth stop. You know? I'm not the only one here. There were people that had the little thing, it was ticking up, and then for no reason. They didn't do anything different that week that they didn't do of the fucking previous week. And then it just fucking either leveled out or even dropped. You know, I'm in this weird space where I've been at the same subscriber count for years. Now, if I sucked, it should go down, right? You know, it should be just a shit show. Or if I was good, it should grow, right? No, that's not how YouTube works anymore. If I want to grow on YouTube, I got to buy advertising. And who has money for that shit? You know, and I don't even want to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. It's not what YouTube was supposed to be about. It wasn't supposed to be just another fucking streaming network to watch fucking the chosen one's content, you know? Or the authoritative source fucking channel instead of, you know, it's authoritative source tube, not YouTube. But, you know, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about things right now. And I'm trying to, like I said, just live my life. You know, I still want to do my road trips. I still want to go on adventures. I still want to go to concerts. You know, I'm big on the concert thing. I think I'm making up for the last couple years. You know, between Incubus, Metallica, I'm going to see Rammstein. I'm going to see Shinedown. Although I'm not, you know, Shinedown I could probably live without if I didn't go. But, and 9 Inch Nails now is on the list too, and that's a bucket list thing for me too. I've never seen 9 Inch Nails live, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'd like to do next year, I'd like to go to some legit music festivals, you know, the big multi-stage fucking camping trip things. You know, so we'll see. We'll see if we're still around next year. We gotta get through our winter of death, you know, from Joe Biden. And of course the election, you know, because what could go wrong there? So for those of you who have been sticking with me this whole time, you know, I'm not unaware of the fact that my video production has tanked as far as I haven't been putting out a lot of content. I'm not going to make any promises, but I am going to make a little bit more of an effort when I'm back. I have some ideas that I'm going to try out and see where it goes, you know. That's all I can do, really. But what I'm not going to be doing a lot of is paying attention to current events. And, you know, obviously when they cross my doorstep, I will talk about it. But I'm not going to go looking to see what's going on in the world. Because 9 times out of 10, it's the same shit every fucking day. You know, I see YouTubers who literally every fucking video gives you a nice clickbaited title. And you go and click it, and they tell you, well, World War III is here, we're all going to die, everything's going to fucking end. And this is why. And then tomorrow something else happens, and that's why. You know, something else happened, and that's why. Something else happened, and that's why. And it... Fuck you, I don't want to watch that anymore. It makes me miserable. So... You know, and I don't want to be one of those YouTubers, which if I felt like that's where I was heading, the direction my videos were heading over the past 2 years is doom and gloom. This is all bullshit. I hate it all. It sucks. They're taking your freedom. You're fucked. You know, not that any of that wasn't true, but it doesn't really, dwelling on it isn't doing anything. Now, some of you say you liked the fact that you could relate, that you weren't the only one feeling this way about what's going on. And I understand that, but that time period took a big toll on me. You know, I lost friends over it. You know, I'm gaining some of those friends back. You know, I'm back in the singers again. And that took a lot of hard work, a lot of hanging my hat and saying, I'm sorry, I'm a piece of shit. You know, and I was a drunk piece of shit, and that's how that whole thing played out. And I apologized for that. Didn't apologize for not wearing a mask, you know, which was my initial thing, but I did apologize for how I carried myself and responded to the mandates and the whole thing that happened with singers back in the day. And I own that I was wrong in that particular part. You know, in my behavior, surprise, motherfucker. In my behavior, and you know, the way I hurt some people who were my friends. You know, not physically but emotionally. So, you know, and they've chosen, most of them for the most part. There might be a few people who just aren't saying anything. Seem to have forgiven me and allowed me to come back into the fold. You know, not fully, not where I was by any means, but to a degree of, you know, maybe we can rebuild over time. You know, you got to reestablish the trust that, you know, gets lost in these things. And none of that shit would have happened if it wasn't for the stupid shit that was going on over the last 2 years that we're now just pretending never happened. You know, which is this whole thing with this YouTube, you know, it's okay to talk shit about masks now. And the same thing for, you know, the CDC's guidelines lately have changed. I'm not going to go into it because I don't know what the hell's still fucking not allowed. But, you know, all of the shit that we got in trouble for, and I haven't changed my stance on any of it, even though I've been sick. I'm still not putting no fucking needles in my arms or going to put shit on my face. I damn sure ain't going to the fucking doctor for it. You know, you know, my stance hasn't changed, but everyone's just like, oh, we'll just pretend that we did the right thing. You know, destroyed lives, ruined, you know, there's settlements going on right now. There's all kinds of proof that they were wrong. We did it wrong. We got it wrong. History's going to look back if there's anyone to look back and say we got it wrong over the past couple of years on the way we approach things with the lockdowns and the face masks and all the other shit. And now, instead of acknowledging that we got it wrong and maybe not doing it again, I don't know, call me crazy, we're just going to sweep it under the rug because, you know, instead of admitting that we were wrong and trying to be better, we're just going to completely continue to be ignorant, power-hungry, profit-hungry fuckers, you know, apparently. You know, and that gets back into that whole political fucking swamp. And that swamp is, regardless of whether you're left or right, in my opinion, at this point, it's corrupt. The whole fucking thing is a corrupt pile of shit. And no matter how this November and next November really plays out, it's not going to get any better. You know, I don't see any change that I would say is an improvement. You know, the pendulum might swing to the right, but what are they doing? What are they going to do? They ain't going to do shit. They're going to say a lot of shit, and they're just going to be like, oh, we ain't doing it. You know? They're going to make all kinds of promises, and guess what? Nothing's going to change. You know? They might go after their political enemies, and it's just a big back and forth of chasing their political enemies back and forth across the line. Meanwhile, you and I are fucked. You know? I don't see any politicians on any side going into office and unfucking us anytime soon. That's just my thoughts there. And I'm just tired of trying to keep up and watch all of that. I'm tired of dealing with it. You know, I don't have to. You know, I can fill my time with other escapist activities which take my mind away from the world going to shit and the fall of the West and all of the other, you know, own nothing and be fucking happy. Turns out I've been owning nothing and being happy for a while. I'll just go do that then. I'll already be here when y'all catch up. You know, that's the way I'm looking at it. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with this channel. I'm going to keep making videos. I promised you that. I'm not going to stop. Might not be every week, might not be every day, might not be every month. I don't know. We'll see. You know, all I do know is that if you want to encourage that, there's a two-way street. You know, you got to watch the shit when I put it out. You know, that's the easy part. My views don't go very high anymore. You know, they're like 800 to 1,000 if I'm lucky. 1,000 on a good video, 800 on just the status quo. You know, and if nobody's watching, why would I pump out content after content? Because I'm not going to grow. That's not going to happen. So I'm really just posting content for the people who stuck around. You know, but if the people who stuck around don't watch, then why would I keep making tons of videos? So, you know, if you want to motivate me, there's one way. The other way, obviously, I feel guilty when you guys donate, and I don't. This is one of the reasons you're getting this video, by the way, because, you know, there's been a rather generous donation or two, and a lot of like emails and questions and like, yeah, let us know you're all right, dickhead. Quit being a prick. Make a fucking video already. So, you know, here we are. So, you know, yeah, the guilt trips do sometimes work. But ultimately, I don't know. What do you guys want from me? I guess that's the basic question. You know, what do you want from my channel? Can I give it to you anymore? I don't know. You know, I'm not a health guy anymore, apparently. You know, look at me. Made a gain a few pounds. I'm almost back to where I started. It's like my whole channel came full circle. If you go back and watch my very first fucking video, I'm almost there. I'm almost back there. A lot older, a lot more gray hair. But, you know, it's like I've come full circle. I went on this big journey and got absolutely fucking nowhere. Isn't that our life? So, I can't say I did, you know, I've done a lot over the past 6-7 years that I'll never forget. You know, definitely some lifelong bucket list experiences I've crossed off. So, at the end of the day, I can say I accomplished that. You know, I'm not wealthy. I don't own anything, really. I got my car, and now, even though that's fucked up, You know, I've got a bunch of my music gear and camera gear shit, but other than that, I don't have shit. You know, and there's gonna come a time in my life where I might even be on the fucking side of the highway, holding up a sign. Oh, and I'm hungry and shit. Even though I'm fat, I'm still hungry. You know, that could happen. I haven't ruled it out. Why? Because I'm by myself, you know, and I'm outliving people. It's weird. And I'm tired of it, too, to be quite honest with you. One of the reasons I'm not being as healthy as I was. So, I don't know. What do you want from me? I'm doing the best I can, people. I really am. You know. So, anyways, the fuck do I know? I'm not an expert. I'm just an asshole. Please like and subscribe. I know I keep saying that. I've been saying that a long time, but it doesn't seem to matter. You know. The channel isn't growing, ever. If you like and subscribe, some other motherfucker that hasn't even looked at YouTube in a month, or some inactive account, will be ceremoniously unsubscribed by the algorithm. You know, and then my numbers stay the same. Not to mention, they just let the attrition thing happen. As in, they don't put my thumbnails up. So, no matter what I talk about, I could be the most politically correct, benign bullshit that Susan wants you to do, and because I'm not one of their chosen, I don't get exposure on my thumbnails. So you don't even get the option to see that I put something unless you come looking. You know, or you're a subscriber that regularly watches my shit, or I think if you click the bell, which I've never really asked anyone to do, but hey, maybe try it out. If it works, you know, let me know. And I'll start asking everyone to hit the fucking bell. But, you know, I still got the free email list too, you know, and I do email every time I post a video and I do premiere every time I post a video so we could chat in the chat room. You know, live streams, maybe someday. Just not right now. But I think I'm done with the doom and gloom. I really, you know, sometimes it's unavoidable, but I don't need to seek it out on a daily basis anymore. I don't want to follow what's going on. I really don't. You know, and it's, you know, I know I'm putting my head in the sand, and it, you know, might mean I'll be blindsided by the next big fucking catastrophe that's levied upon us by the corporate elites. But, you know, until I see a general change in the way society is, I don't feel the need to, you know, just keep up with every detail. Some of those details are A, out of my control, you know, and B, they're out of my control. I can't do a fucking thing about them, alright? Neither can you. We can sit here and be pissed off all day and yell. We could go out and hold signs up and, you know, and throw Molotov cocktails or whatever the fuck the modern protest is. And we can do all of that, and you know what will change? Nothing. Nothing. Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. You know, I know that's very nihilistic to say that, but when's the last time you've seen a protest that resulted in honest to goodness change? What's changed? You know, I remember that trucker protest that happened? Not much has changed. You know? And granted, we're not doing the coof shit anymore, but that ain't because of that. You know, because they're moving us on to the next stage. The energy crisis. You know, the food crisis. The economy crisis. And that's why they're blowing off all of the coof shit. And they're going to use that as the excuse of why it all happened. Not all of their stupid money printing and all that other shit. But the fact is you and I have zero power. Oh, we can vote. No. Not going to change anything. Watch. Mark my words. In 2 years, I'll make another follow-up video saying, remember when I said nothing was going to change? Nothing's going to change. And that doesn't matter who gets in the fucking White House or what happens. Nothing is going to change until society changes. Until you see a change in the way everyone is acting towards each other and the things that they're doing. Until that happens, it's going to be the same old shit. Everyone's going to be getting rich and stepping on everyone around them to do it in the process. And that, you know, change my mind. Please. So, alright, I was all over the place with this video because it's an unplanned video because I was sick and I didn't want to make it, and then I got kind of guilted into making it, so thank you for guilting me into making it. And I'll do the best I can to continue to pump out content, and who knows, you know, a week from now I might suddenly have a manic phase of pumping out video after video. I don't know. I do have a new camera that, you know, I'm selling my old camera to get this camera. This is the GH6 you're watching me on. And that's probably going to inspire me to film some things in a more creative documentary style. I do want to do some documentaries at some point. You know, where I write a script, I narrate it, I go out and shoot, maybe do an interview or two, I don't know. But, I'm going to work on it. And these are not like pump out every day type videos, though. These are like you do one and it probably takes you 6 months to get it done. So, you know, don't worry, it's not going to be one video every 6 months. I can still turn the camera on and talk shit. So, as for what's next, you know, I'm out here till probably Saturday or Sunday of this week, and then I'll be off again. You know, I got a couple concerts to go to, but my schedule is contracting a bit. I'm sure we'll fill up with other shit when I'm home, but I do have interest from somebody to film a music video, and if they choose to pursue that, I will go for that. Simply because I kind of liked it. I didn't like how long and grueling this last shoot was, but it did inspire me to get better at filmmaking and to, you know, get back into the things I've already been, I've got these skills, I need to work on them and practice them. And that might mean making my own shit and sharing it with you, even if it sucks. So, watch this space till I get to that. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna go back to laying in bed and watching true crime after I edit this, of course, and post it and premiere it and, you know, all the other work. So probably that's what I'm doing the rest of the night. Have a nice motherfucking day and shit. And for those of you that have been sticking with me because I've been so fucking far off, you know, like I said, I've come full circle again. Thank you. You know, thanks for sticking with me all these years, and I hope you still stick around. It might not be your cup of tea anymore, but check in every now and then, see if you like something. I don't know. If not, alright. Yeah. What am I going to do about it?